Welcome to So News Day with Kevin Clark. I am Kevin Clark. Woo! So our next guest is one of our favorites. He was amazing. He came on last summer, before we knew how funny he was. Now that we know he's one of the funniest people in media, we had to have him back. That's one of the questions we asked him. Why are you so funny now as opposed to when you were playing? We also asked him about quarter zips, his New York Giants, the red hot New York Giants. Really good insight here. Folks, it's Eli Manning. Here he is. All right, Eli Manning, he's here with Quaker Hunger Clock. Eli Manning, what's going on, brother?
How you doing? Everything well?
Everything's great. You were just in London the other day seeing the red hot New York Giants, and I feel like there's this attitude, Eli. You know, Brian Daboll's first year, Joe Shane's first year. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's make sure that we don't overrate this team. Let's take it one game at a time, whatever. I say let's not do that. Let's talk about their ceiling. Let's talk about big picture, Eli Manning. What is this Giants team ceiling?
You know what? I like you said, I think they are they're figuring out ways to win, and that's what great football teams do. Is that it's not always the same. It might not always be pretty. You'd love to have that game where everything clicks and they can go out there and just totally dominate a game. To be honest, with some of the injuries they're dealing with on both sides of the ball, especially at receiver, I don't know if that's the case. I think they know their identity. Say, hey, we're going to have to go out there and just have a slugfest, get it to the fourth quarter, and we're going to find ways to win. And, that's a big, hey, is our quarterback going to run? Are we going to give it to Saquon? Are we going to hit some play action? What we got to be creative in our offense, but defense is making stops at critical situations. Offense is playing smart, not putting themselves in bad situations, not turning the ball over. And so, it's something to just being able to find ways to win. They're learning how to do that, and that's a big quality.
Biggest difference to you with the Brian Daboll era compared to, let's say, the last two coaches? Obviously, you haven't been there for a few years, but Brian Daboll has done what to this franchise in just 5 games?
I think just being creative from the offensive standpoint, and obviously, Wink Martindale in defense, he's always creative on defense, and it's different looks and different blitzes and kind of disguised coverages and whatnot. And so I think from the offensive standpoint, each week they're having to be creative in what kind of offense they're going to run. Who do they have at receiver? How are we going to get the ball to Saquon in different ways, but also use him as a decoy and get Daniel out on the edge and do play actions and nakeds and misdirections and motions and just be very multiple and a lot of disguises and moving parts and different things going on that you never quite know what you're going to get. And it's just it's giving them an opportunity to be successful and show a lot of different things.
Last G-Men question for you. Daniel Jones, the guy for you long term if you're making the decisions?
Hey, I've always been a fan of Daniel, been in his corner and supported him, and I think he's playing really good football. And it's not easy. Like it's not in a situation where he's got receivers galore that are getting open and went on one-on-one, and he's just playing pitch and catch. I mean, he is having a quarterback run, quarterback draw, passes that guys aren't open. He's having to run or check down. So he's being tested, many times, and to make a bad decision, and he's not falling for the trap, and he's playing great football.
So you did a viral video a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it was planned or unplanned, or you just saw the guy in the street, but it was with I guess you call it a fashion influencer, where you described your style, boring dad style, I guess you could call it, because that's the way you put it.
We see the look. Describe it for us today.
This is called the boring look. It's called the dad look. It's the look where you're always able to go play golf. If you're at the last minute, someone calls you and say, "Hey, you want to play golf? I'm ready. I'm dressed for it."
What's the key to boring dad fashion style, Eli Manning?
Yeah, just a lot of khaki, a lot of blue. Basically just like right down the middle. Nothing too wild, just like, just kind of, the closet looks very similar. It's just, you can just kind of pick one, whatever you pick out, it's gonna look pretty much the same.
Yeah. So you and Peyton both wear a lot of quarter zips, a lot of quarter zips. We had Jim Nance on this show last year. He took me through the art of the quarter zip, how to wear it, what to wear it with. Obviously the zipper is very important. You want you don't want too bright, but it can't be a basic old zipper. It's got to be something. It's got to be. Also, by the way, Jim Nance calls them layer pieces, which is a next level quarter zip. What's the key to pulling that off, Eli Manning?
Yeah, I mean, I think the quarter zip, it's just, it's got to be a good fit. Can't be too tight. It's got to be, like you said, the zipper is important. Sometimes you get a little button in there. You can be the button,
whoa! Now you're just showing off.
It's big. I'd say it's also the number one gift that Peyton and I give to each other is a quarter zip. So we don't only believe in it, but especially if I see an orange one, like he's more the bright color guy. His Tennessee orange, his Bronco orange, so an orange, like a bright orange quarter zip. It's like I gotta get it to him. I send it to him, and I know I owe him a thank you gift for something. So I just kind of collect them and then send them when necessary.
Wait a second. So this isn't just like a Christmas thing. This isn't just a birthday thing. This could be a year-round kind of quarter zip gift exchange between the Manning brothers. This is unbelievable, Eli.
Yes. It's big. Sometimes if nothing's been in a while, I'll take a picture of it and be like, hey, do you need this? And he's always responded, yes. Yes, I need another orange quarter zip or jacket or vest or, any sort of, it didn't have to be a quarter zip. It could be any sort of sweater or a layer that's just a good Tennessee orange, I guess.
Does it go both ways? Does he buy you quarter zips?
I feel like he doesn't buy me as many quarter zips for no reason. Definitely, for some holidays or birthday or Christmas, I've definitely probably got a quarter zip from him. But I guess maybe being around New York, just have more access to him. I'm not sure.
We got the Denver quarter zip industry's got to start making them. We got to
get it going. Yeah, he's got to get it. They got to get his eyes on some more quarter zips.
I want to ask about. I don't think maybe I was wrong. Maybe the media at large was wrong, but I don't think, and you've probably heard this in the last year or so. I don't think people knew you were as funny as you are, and the comedic timing and. Not just the Chad Power stuff, but just you and I talking, you talking to your brother on the Manning cast. Was there a design to not be, I don't know, a character in the media? No, just when you were playing, did you not want to be a character in the media? And what happened after you retired where you were just like, actually, I'm hilarious?
No, yeah. I think while I was playing, the idea was, let's just keep everything to football and let's keep everything about, football and what's going on. And so it's never wanted to come off as goofy or silly. I think with my teammates, they saw the other side of me and it's not silly, goofy. It's more of just I guess more dry sense of humor, of that sort. And I think I've always really kind of had the mentality of taking my job very seriously, never taking myself too seriously. I think in football, it's hard at times because it's you're dealing with such a serious game and you got 16 of them and all of them are so important. So you never really saw the time to kind of bring out the other side too often. And I think once I retired, I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. I have nothing. There's really nothing to be serious about. I don't have a game to prepare for. It's all a little bit more relaxed, and you kind of don't have to be on watch what you say maybe quite as much.
What's the coolest thing in this new media career that you feel you've been able to do just over the last year where you say, whether that's Eli's Places, whether that's the Manning cast, whether that's just something else where you said, well, I never thought I'd be able to do this sort of thing?
I think all of it's been fun. I think with Eli's Places, going to college towns, it's been a lot of fun because I love college football. I love the history of it. To get to be able to get access to a Nick Saban and him taking you tubing and trying to get you to fall off and getting multiple rounds of it just so the camera crew can catch it. I don't think. I didn't think I would have access to do that or that much time that some of these coaches would give it to me. I think the main part is because they were recruiting my nephew and wanted him to come to that
correct.
school. That's probably why I was getting access. So now that he's committed to Texas, I don't know if any coaches will talk to me anymore. But I think it's been fun also. With the Monday Night Football, just it keeps me involved in the game of football. It keeps me studying film and talking to coaches and players and growing in that friendship and relationships with those guys, but also just talking ball with my brother. It is so natural and like not staged and real that it's fun for me to do. I look forward to the Monday nights of doing it.
First of all, you should have told Arch to just hold off on the commitment to Sark,
One
just
more
so
year?
you can one more season of Eli's Places and just get Saban and Oger and all those guys back on. Lane Kiffin. All right, tell us about Quaker Hunger Clock.
Yeah, so excited to partner with Quaker. One, because I'm a huge oatmeal fan. Really, the last 15 years, I've pretty much had it every morning, including this morning. But also, like Quaker, believe that the circumstances of life should never be a barrier to good nutrition. And, as part of their commitment to help advance food security in the U.S., Quaker is introducing the Quaker Hunger Clock, and that's in partnership with Feeding America. And their goal is to raise $500,000, which is equivalent to 5 million meals for Feeding America. And they want to do that by Super Bowl 57. So there is a actual Quaker Hunger Clock. It's in Arizona. It'll be counting down the time to Super Bowl 57, but counting the number of meals to get to our goal through the fundraising. And so fans or anyone can go to QuakerHungerClock.com, find out more information and how to donate. And that's starting up this weekend.
Awesome. Last thing for you. We do a thing called Club Kevin. It's our Hall of Fame. You can induct anybody in the world. It's just a shout out. Could be a TV show you're watching. Could be an athlete you're enjoying right now. Doesn't matter. Who are you giving it to?
We'll give it to, what am I watching? I'll give it to my buddy, Sean O'Hara. It was just in London with them, and we did a show, and, he's just, my center. You always got to protect your center. It's a special bond between the quarterback center relationship. There's a closeness that you don't really have with another man like that. And so it's, so got to give it to my pal.
Amazing. Sean O'Hara, welcome to Club Kevin. Eli, thanks for coming on So Newsday, man.
All right. Thanks so much.